Hey everybody, welcome back. And I want to continue our series on how to become an AI champion at work. So again, what does that mean? Well, in today's day and age, ChatGPT can absolutely augment everybody's productivity. And I work a lot with senior leaders in big companies, and I'm telling you over and over again, what I'm hearing is who are the people in our company that are going to be doing this? We need people to really take the initiative. That's when I got this idea because that can be you. And you might be thinking, well, I'm not technical, I can't do that. Of course you can. Do you know why? Because all these LLMs, ChatGPT and Bard and Bing and everything else, they are done in natural language. And you speak natural language. You can do this. Trust me. This is going to be your thing. So in the last video, we started to talk about how you just start getting up to speed, looking at TechCrunch and The Verge and just stories that are just a little bit more AI centric so that you start to, kind of get your head around this. But now today, in today's video, I really want to talk about how you actually start doing this and demonstrating that you know how to use this and you can really be an asset to your firm. Okay, so first, obviously, you need to know how to use ChatGPT. But this is the thing, it is not hard to use, and it's really not hard to get started. All you have to do is remember one single thing: talk to it like a human. So here's what you're going to do: you're going to go into work and you're going to think of one or two things that take up like a lot of your time at work and just ask ChatGPT to help you do that. If it's an email to your boss, say, hey, help me write this email to my boss. If it's writing a report, say, hey, help me write this report. That's all. Just start there, one or two things, and get your head around how it can help you on those one or two simple things. And then right away, you're ready to take off the training wheels and show it off. Again, this all happens very quickly. So here's what you're going to do next. Now that you know basically just how it works and how to use it, take that knowledge and go to somebody that you trust. Now, here's the thing: don't go to your boss, because if this is the moment you make an idiot out of yourself, you don't want to do it in front of your boss. Go to somebody that you are either friends with at work or somebody sort of on the same level, basically somebody who you can sort of mess up in front of, right? And go into their office or catch them as they're passing by in the hall and say, hey, what are you working on right now? And they may say, oh, I'm working on this new, marketing campaign for XYZ. Now, let me show you how that's going to work in practice. I'm going to show you this in a demo. Okay, so you've just caught that friend in the hallway, right? And you're like, oh, what are you going to do right now? And they're probably like, oh, I got to plan this team retreat or whatever. And you're like, okay, hey, just come into my office for a second. You sit down your laptop and you're like, hey, I have to plan a team retreat for how many people? Oh, like 9 of us. 9 people. What else? Oh yeah, like 4 of them are new. Okay, 4 of them are new. Okay, what else? Let's say, and we're supposed to bond. Okay, where's that going to be? You might say. And they'll say, oh, it's in New York City, which is right here, and we have half a day. And you're like, okay, is that everything? And they're like, yeah, but I can't come up with anything. You're like, oh yeah, watch this. And you just hit that, hit go. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, that sounds like a great opportunity for team building. ChatGPT is always super helpful. And all of a sudden it's planning a half day itinerary in New York City that includes bonding activities, escape room experience, Central Park team building exercises, lunch at a rooftop, walking tour of NYC. And like, wow, that sounds great, but gosh, that's kind of like a long day. You're like, yeah, totally. I totally agree. How about this? That's way too long, Chat GPT. I'm thinking more like a 3-hour thing that can help us bond. Give me 5 ideas. And the person's like, that'll never work. And you're like, oh yeah, check this out. And so it's like, okay, how about an interactive cooking class? And it explains how that could work. And then improv workshop. And the person's looking at this, they're like, holy cow, I spent forever just trying to come up with one of these ideas. And they're like, improv workshop, no thanks. Group art, no way. Central Park team challenge, I don't know. Ooh, cooking class, that could be fun. You're like, okay, tell me some ideas about a cooking class, including where we might go and what we should do to bond. And here we go. And all of a sudden your colleague is reading this and they're like, a cooking class, oh, select a cooking school. Okay, so, oh wow, it's actually giving you ideas for a cooking school, type of cuisine. That's kind of fun, right? That sort of like gets people bonded to come up with something together. And then look at this, it's already coming up with an icebreaker, team up, divide the team, friendly competition, etc. Eat together. And here you are, and you're like, what? 2 minutes into this whole thing, and your colleague is already like, holy cow, you're a crazy genius. This is the point. That looks very easy, but a lot of people are not doing that in their day to day. And I want to take us baby steps here because everything like I see out there is like just tons of videos and a whole comprehensive plan. No, no, no. We're going to take this tiny baby steps and show you exactly what to do to become the AI champion in your work. By the way, that person I just helped on the formulating the team retreat is probably there right now being like, oh my gosh, Connor is just like amazing. Like, I wonder what else he can do because this is what you do. You walk out of the office and you'd be like, all right, well, if you need help on anything else, I'm still kind of messing around with this thing. So I'll show you some things I'd learned. And then your colleague is like, that would be phenomenal. Yeah. And then he might say, you know what? I could actually sort of mess around with some of the things, other things that our team is doing. And maybe together, we can get together next week at, team lunch or something like that. And I can show people something and people will be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's just practicing. It's just practicing and one by one showing the people really close to you that you can make a huge impact in really, really small and easy ways. Again, just take it step by step. Folks, that is how you are going to become an AI champion at work. And that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this was helpful. It's super encouraging. I love it when you do that. And I think we should just continue this series for a little while longer because, again, huge impact for doing really a small amount of work. We did that for what, like 2 minutes or something like that? Okay, if you have questions, comments, anything, let me know if I can help you out. I would love to. This is going to be super exciting. You are going to become an AI champion at work.